Hello kids, it is I, the Moe Hailstone, and welcome back as today I take my time to do an analysis of the July 2017 YouTube country Democratic primary. I'm saying July even though it's still June because the election's meant to be in July, but you'll get over it. So, last night the debate occurred between the three candidates that I mentioned in the last video. I'll talk about them in a minute. And also, the results are officially in for who won the Democratic primary, who got the nomination. But we'll get to that in a minute. First, I want to talk about the highlight and the lowlight of the debate. So, for me, the lowlight of the debate was, in fact, the lowlight of the debate was George W. Bush, I.e. Poopy. I mean, the name itself is already unsettling to some of the people of YouTube country. But then it gets worse because of some of the things he said. One of the questionable things he said during the debate is, and I quote, he said when he was asked the question, wrong one. Alright, have any advice for the other three candidates debating tonight? He's referring to the Republican candidates. I'm sorry, guys. And yet what George W. Bush said? Don't be at Donald Trump. I was quote, end quote. The fact that he actually said that to, poke fun at Donald Trump, at the candidate Darth Vader, I mean, not the real one. But still, come on. You can't do that. That's unbelievable. But, now it's time to talk about the highlight of the debate. And that was the person who won it, which will be announced in just a moment. And about him, the thing is that he really was soft-spoken. He knew what he was talking about. He knew what was on his mind. He wanted equality for all. Let me take a quote real quick. What he said in the debate. He was asked, what we do to interact and connect with the people using lunch, he said, being myself and get to know them as well as understanding them, whether on calls or by messaging. Also make them feel comfortable. That's something you want to do as a president of YouTube country. You want to make the people feel comfortable. So I think this person did the best in the debate, and George W. Bush did the worst. And as a result, letting that segue into the results, he came in last place with only 20% of the votes. I don't have actual numbers here, just percentages, so work with me here. And in second place was Max Headroom. I believe that what was his name on Discord? His name was Gerald Ford. He had 27% of the vote. Which means for those of you that tuned in last video, there's only one name left. So congratulations to the Funster Time. He has won the Democratic primary with 53% of the vote. Very impressive. I think I can speak for the rest of YouTube country. We wish you luck in your continuing run for the presidency. And for those of you that are unfamiliar, he will face off with the winner of the Republican primary that is occurring tonight. So that's the results of my opinions of the debate last night, as well as the results of the primary. Was I a big fan of the results? No, I don't like the politics very much. Like my opinions, I mean. Obviously, this is different, but I don't want to talk about my opinions. I'm going to say, just so there's no arguments, I'm neutral towards the results. Alright, so my next video will be the results of the Republican primary. Stay tuned for that in a day or two. We'll see what happens. Bye for now.